I'm always trying to fuck with the lights. Because I'm so used to lighting the people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to my dark hour.
Should I restart? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh my. So I love this concept, but definitely let the people know, why are we interviewing Suka today?
Because honestly, I know that once the darkest hour gets to where the fuck is going, I'm gonna have people that's gonna come out the cut talking about, oh, I fucked her back in the day, or me and that bitch used to be friends, or she really like this, she really not like that, or whatever. So I'm the type of person, and if you really know me, for the motherfuckers that really know me, they know I don't hide shit. And the phrase wearing your heart on your sleeve, I'm just me 24/7. And that's probably why I don't have a lot of friends. Probably why I'm mostly with my mother and my man. But I'm me. And like from every interview, I've gotten something from every interview. Like Tatted Low, I got Be Yourself. From Malik and Bone of Eat, I got Let That Shit Come to You. From Matt Capone, I'm unapologetically me. From Monroe, be yourself and love yourself. Love yourself no matter what. Fuck what everybody else think. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. From Marissa Gone, slow down, keep calm, find your peace. Stop trying to please everybody else. Find your peace and what you want and why you here. Don't just be, because we all on borrowed time, like just don't be wasting it. So the worst thing you can do to hurt somebody is to tell the truth about them. So I'm gonna tell my truth.
Alright, so where are you from? How was growing up?
I am from Northwest DC. I'm from Delafield. Growing up, I was place to place, house to house. My mother was a single mother. My father was present when I was younger. I can remember the shoes and shit. I can't tell you about a time that wasn't some bullshit for real, that stuck out with me and my father in my childhood. And that's just being real. I love him. We don't have a relationship right now, but I know he watching us. So that's us. As far as my mother, the definition of fucking strong, yeah. Like she just, the strength of that woman is just out of this fucking world. Like most people get they drive and they just, a lot of their shit from their fathers. I get that shit from my mother. My mother is a one-woman army. Like she's the reason why I can't stop. Like she's the reason why I can't fucking stop. I went to different schools and moved a lot because my mother was doing everything by herself. I got expelled 3 years in a row. I went to Suitland. I went to Easton. Got put out of both of them motherfuckers fighting. I was a fighter. I would fucking fight you. I always had a short man complex, and I always was funny. So shit not always funny. So motherfuckers wanted to fight. You know what I'm saying? And then I had a temper. I always had a bad temper. Like I'm still working on that shit right now. Always had a bad temper.
So siblings, did you have siblings growing up that can attest to
Yeah.
this temper?
I'm the middle child. I'm the black sheep. Mm-hmm. So I have an older sister and I have a younger brother. Right now, our relationship is kind of up and down. My brother, he's sitting down. He's sitting on his hands right now. Real niggas know what that mean. And my sister, she just like trying to find herself. She doing her own thing. We argue every time we fucking talk. So it's to the point where I ask my mother, have you talked to her? Have you talked to her? And I just keep it moving like that. As long as I know she talked to her, I know she breathing. And because whenever we do try to be friends, she hurt me. And it's one thing for a bitch on the street, you know what I'm saying, to hurt me the way my sister hurt me. Sometimes with her words, sometimes with her actions. But I got to a point where like I'm numb to it, so I don't even want to fucking deal with her. But I love her. If she called me right now, I can't come and save you, but I'm gonna be thinking about you all night. And that's just how that kind of go.
So I guess we definitely want to know about your health. Now that's emotional health, but then how's that your actual like physical health going?
My health, like I never had shit. So at one point in time, I was putting like, you know, when I'm in the hospital or when I'm having surgeries and shit on the Instagram and like on Facebook and shit. Basically, I was born with too much glitter. For a minute, I thought that I had ulcerative colitis, but I was getting treated for the wrong thing. Should have been a fucking lawsuit. But doctors are guessing scientists, so you really can't hold them to fault. But come to find out, I have severe Crohn's disease. So basically, I have an autoimmune disease that I wasn't born with enough as the regular person, as the average regular person, enough white blood cells. So my red attack my white, or vice versa. I have the shit, and sometimes I get confused about it. But basically, rather my red or rather my white, one attacks the other, and it breaks my body down. I'm to the point I'm fucking shitting blood, coughing blood. I've been hospitalized so much that throughout my life, I can't count. Far as just in the last 5 years, 3 years, I was exempt from filing taxes because I was in the hospital for more than 7 months. I've had numerous blood transfusions. I've had bilateral breast surgery on both of my breasts when I was about 22 years old, 23. I've had numerous biopsies, stitches in my foot. The year before last, I had an ostomy bag. So a lot of people always ask me, who the fuck is Mr. Handsome? Why do I call myself handsome? When you have, I had exploratory surgery, emergency surgery on the year of, I would say, 2018, 17. The day of my birthday, doctor walked in and was like, my small intestines burst, so I had to have it removed. And before I could have it removed, I had to have an ostomy bag. So a lot of people and a lot of patients, when they have stomas, that's what it's called, when they cut you and you have a shit bag, to all the niggas who've been shot. When you have an ostomy bag, for you to cope with it, they tell you name it. So I've always been not conceited, but convinced. So when they said what name, one of my favorite movies is Reservoir Dogs, Mr. Pink, Mr. Blue, Quentin Tarantino movie. So I figured Mr. Handsome. I always thought I was handsome. I looked just like my father. So I stuck with Mr. Handsome. So when I started hashtagging it on Instagram and shit, it stuck. People started DMing me and started calling me the shit. And then I thought it was cool because people call me cute, call me pretty, but Whoopi's handsome. So I just kind of stuck with it. It's like an ego stroke thing. And it's like definitely going to get coined because the shit is magic.
Okay, so let's see. The people want to know. What are some vices that you would say you have?
Still to this day, I be smoking cigarettes, man. I be smoking cigarettes sometimes. They ugly. I hide when I smoke them. I hate somebody seeing them in my purse or seeing them in my car, in my ashtray. Like, I hide when I smoke them. I'm trying to stop. I don't do it in front of my mother. You know, like, and I'm grown. But it's just an ugly habit, and a lot of people don't know that. Yeah. So now you know that. I hide it so well because it's so ugly, and it started like I've always been stressed. I've always been going through something, and I'm not trying to have like a pity party, or trying to justify why I smoke them. But majority of the time it's because of anger and stress. So I would smoke them. Drinking, I would fucking drink. Like, always knew that I had health problems, but when I got like old enough to drink. And I got old enough to not go to my doctor's appointments and not give a fuck about taking my medicine. And once I got to a point where I could show my ID and like get something to drink, it was just like whatever. And like not no fucking 211s on no cheap loco shit. Like I was buying like cases of Patron all the time. It got to the point where I was drinking so motherfucking much that I could decorate my Christmas tree with the tags that come off the Patrons. Like I literally did that. Like I had so many. People who know me, who've been in my house, have seen these tags. Not saying I was the type of motherfucker that drink and don't go to work the next day or motherfucking just start still in the line to get a drink because I could pay for my own vice. I was the type of motherfucker, I'd be mad about my health, get drunk in the club, I'm dancing that, spaz out on the bitch. First bitch look at me wrong. First bitch step on my fucking money when I'm getting off the stage. You know what I'm saying? And it got to the point where I would find myself saying, I'm not going to drink today. The fuck am I saying that? I'm young, I'm in my 20s, I make my own money. Why the fuck can't I go out and drink and have a good time? Why can't I go out and drink and not think about the shit in my head? And I don't want to make people think that, oh, she angry drunk, don't invite her to nowhere where it's bottle service. I would be going through so much shit that I'm trying to mask it and go out and have a good time and take my mind off of it. That's like a motherfucker getting high. I try to get up here, but when I come down, my problems is waiting right the fuck here. So I'd be sitting out zoned out with a bunch of bitches, or my men invite me out, and I'll start thinking about my problems I'm gonna have to deal with when I get home, or when I get in the car, or when I have to go to this doctor's appointment, or whatever I'm going through at that time, and just spaz the fuck out. Like, fuck the whole night up, fuck the whole function up. And sometimes it would be a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? A motherfucker giving me problems or trying to fake show me that they want smoke, and I could have avoided it. I could have not dealt with it or just completely ignored them, but I'm human. Yeah. As much as I pretend not to be, I am. And it got to the point where a motherfucker who like means something to me, they stop inviting me out. And still to this day, I can't remember what I said to her or what I did to her, but I never lie. So I must have hurt her feelings, or I must have said some shit to her that fucked her up, and she started looking at herself different. And since that moment, and still to this day, like when I text her, when we text like sporadically or whatever, the shit ain't the same. And I know it's because of that fucking night when she took me home. So I just take everything in moderation, and I try not to get so angry, and I try not to. I be trying my best and like to not keep expecting myself from other people, and to not take everything so fucking personal, because that be the shit that fuck me. That be the shit that fuck me. But at the same time, I needed to slow down on drinking. Just because you got money doesn't mean you have to go out and drink. That's why I stopped buying shit as far as clothes and shit, because just because you got it don't mean you gotta do it. Just because it's available don't mean you gotta do it. That's like a nigga fucking 1,000 bitches. Don't mean you have to. So I just really started to slow down. Cause I don't want to be like that. And I know what type of person I am. You know how a motherfucker tell you, I'm a real person, I'm a nice person, I'm a fun person. I'm all those things. And sometimes when I would get intoxicated, motherfuckers will look at me different next time I see them. And that shit don't feel right. So I just really stopped. And it's like, they don't know what I'm going through. And then sometimes it be fucked up because the people who do know what I'm going through, sometimes they be judging. And I be like, shit, with all the shit I got going on with me, bitch, I'm still better than you. So it's like, how the fuck is you gonna look at me crazy? But that's the way of the land.
Yeah. Now, would you, I guess, transitioning into like the darkest hour when it came, would you, I guess, consider drinking a part of your darkest hour?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I mean, one time I got so motherfucking fried. I forgot where the fuck I was leaving from, but my god brother Shannon and his brother Justin was keeping my pet. Keeping my dog at their house or whatever, because I couldn't have dogs, so I was staying at. And this is one of the times when I found out I was having a surgery. I was gonna have a surgery on my breast, and I didn't tell anybody. And the dude that I was dealing with at the time, I was so fucked up. I don't even remember how he got there. I don't know if I called him to come and get me or if Shannon and Justin called him to come and get me. But I just remember running out like in the back of their apartments, like in the grass, and I just dropped to my knees and I was crying. Like I cried so fucking bad. And he picked me up and just kept telling me, get up, get up, get up. And he called my mother. And he was like, yeah, she out here tripping, man. She drunk. And she out here tripping. And that's like when not saying I ain't get drunk again after that. But that's when like I knew that like I was in a fucked up space. And I was like, what can I do? What can be my outlet? Like I love to work. I love fucking working. That's why I just got like 2-3 jobs at a time. But I was like, something that's my outlet, something that's free, something that I can talk to other motherfuckers that I know that is somebody else going through the same thing. I know that it's that you went through. I know you was working a job that you fucking hated, and you was like, how can I do something for myself and still provide for my family and still enjoy doing it every day and not die paying bills? You know what I mean? So I was like, what can I do? And how can I make it authentic and make it real and relatable and not the same shit? Because I'm like, all right, when people start to hear about the Darkest Hour, they're going to be like, okay, bitch, everybody got a blog. Everybody got a vlog. You know what I mean? Everybody's a personality and a public figure. But what makes my shit different, what's my reason for sending this shit to y'all when I DM y'all, what's my reason for being like, can you post this for me, or can you tag this, or can you watch this, is because my shit is real. My shit real. And when I'm talking to these people, I don't have Big G come on in and say, yeah, we gonna be so-and-so Friday night. He telling you how he started even thinking about being in a fucking band. He telling you how he just wanted to get back to the community first and the music came after. When I talked to fucking Prime, he was playing ball. He never thought that he would be throwing parties, the hottest fucking parties in the city, and still people know him for balling. Like, you know what I mean? So it was all about transitioning into who you want to be and not knowing how the fuck to get there. But being real about how you're not perfect. Being real about how you still working on this. And showing motherfuckers that, like me, that you can do it. You can do it, and everything ain't bad. And if you really put the work and the determination in, you can do any fucking thing under the sun. Under the sun, yeah. As long as you willing to take a couple of no's and a couple of fake motherfuckers, and as long as you willing to work, be tired, put your money in on it. Ain't nobody else gonna give a fuck about nothing that you doing. Ain't nobody gonna care. Motherfuckers probably won't care till they see this. But I got you looking, I got you watching, and that's all the fuck that matters.
Okay. So, going from like your darkest hour just literally being you, just never telling lies, would you say that would contribute to friends falling out?
Yeah. Like falling out with certain motherfuckers and like not talking to people. Yeah, because sometimes I think I'm too honest. And people don't want to hear that shit. Don't nobody want to hear the truth no more. People want to hang with bitches that, yes, to every motherfucking thing that they do and everything that they move. And none of your decisions are wrong. And this guy is right for you and applauding you for every decision you make. Nah, if you my fucking friend, bitch, you need to get on your shit. You need to go back to school. You need to invest in your business. You need to beat your kids. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, if you my friend the same way, I'm gonna want you to give it to me real. Like, I don't like it for motherfucking like how I just told my truth about like the alcohol and shit like that. You can't come to me and be like, yeah, Suka, you should stop drinking so much and do. But bitch, you ain't cleaned that attic that you said you was gonna clean for the last 3 weeks. I'm just trying to give an example without telling a motherfucker business. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell my own business, but it's like you can never try to read me. You know what I'm saying? When we on the same motherfucking page. You can never try to tell me about myself when you don't know who the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? And that's my thing with people. Like, you could try to feel sorry for people. You could try to be like a motherfucker, like real friend. Like, you see them going through something on social media, so you hit them, what's up? The motherfucker may not even text you back. But you're doing that shit for likes and for attention on there or whatever. Like, come on now. Or you hear motherfucker say, I plan to do this. I plan to do that. I'm going to do this. This year, next year, I'm going to do that. But every time you see them, they doing the same motherfucking thing. Like, a motherfucker with a plan all the time ain't doing shit. And I don't want nobody holding me back. I don't want to be around nobody and yeah, you cool, we have fun. But when I'm telling you about my announcements and shit, you making sounds and faces. Or when you with the next gang of bitches that don't fuck with me, you laughing at me or you talking about me. Now, that shit I don't care about. Laugh, talk, because I know how to fight. But don't smile in my motherfucking face if you really not fucking with me or what I represent or what I stand for. Like, you got some people that like I got some bitches that post my shit just off the strength. I don't gotta be like, oh, I got a new episode. Bitch, you see me posting it. Like, you see me putting it on. You see the people liking it. You see me and another person in the front of this. You know what I'm saying? It ain't rocket science. I got some people that just do that shit. Then you got some bitches I gotta send it to. I got some bitches I'll send it to, can you post this? And then they'll ask me for something right after and never acknowledge the can you post this.
Oh my God.
And I keep it moving. Some bitches I call them out on it and be like, bitch, you ain't even, if we're there, then I call bitches out like that. If it's a bitch in the street, you don't owe me nothing. But for a motherfucker that like I know, and it be like, and then I have some guests that come on here and they be like, oh, well, you can't be like that. You gotta let shit come to you and you want it to be authentic. You want it to be genuine. Man, fuck that. At one point, you was hungry too. At one point, you ain't had nobody listening to your shit or wearing your shit or coming to your shit. So I'm where you were. So if I want to get my voice out there, if I want to be seen, if I want to be heard, I gotta work. And working is all the gears and bolts and pieces of me, and that's supposed to be my support. Hence, family and friends, the motherfuckers who gonna get it out there. Because if I'm walking in somebody's house, turning on the darkest hour, it don't mean the same coming from another motherfucker doing it. So, as far as friends, if we talk, we talk. If we don't, we don't. And I already said, as far as my funeral, we are all on borrowed time. I know I may have a little less time for the lies and the shit that I done did. But let me tell you, when my mama at the front door of my funeral, God forbid, but if she is, if you do not have a fucking recent picture of me, of you and I, not a screenshot, not no shit, don't try to post the shit now. Okay. Of you and I, you cannot get in. You cannot get in. 6 months within my funeral, you don't have a picture of us. Because I know people got work and people got kids and shit. But if you don't got a picture of you and I within this last 6 months, just stay where you at. You cannot get in.
I gotta make sure I'm on 6 months now. I gotta make sure.
I'm gonna pop up and be like, get her out of here. Get her the fuck out of here. I ain't seen that bitch since high school.
Oh my God. Okay. So what are...
It's still going.
No, yeah, it's still going. But that curl.
I know, this fucking...
Keep that thing laid. There you go.
I'm trying to move too much.
Oh, and be careful with your foot. Every time you stomp, it shakes the video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know it's hard because you like got passion when you talk.
Yeah.
But that was the latest videos. Because when you said it, it was on some powerful shit. If we don't talk...
Yeah.
I'm shook.
I was thinking that too. I was like, damn, I keep stepping on the cord.
Alright. So what are some pet peeves of yours?
Oh my God. What are not? In everyday life, I don't like when people say kazoom type. Just tell me bless you. Far as I clean some of my pet peeves. Okay, pet peeves. I don't like typical shit. If it's a CD out, like say whose CD just came out. Okay, prime example. Everybody is the fucking Megan Thee Stallion fan.
Okay.
I have nothing against her. never listened to her CD.
Right.
Can't, like, I'm not into everything that you think that you've done first, somebody already did. Sure. And I get that. But I'm not a trendy motherfucker. Yeah, somebody may have this shirt, this fucking belt, these jeans, but they didn't wear it like this. You know what I mean? Or even if they did, fuck them. I'm not trendy. I don't like everything that everybody likes. Yeah. And that's why, like, a lot of people, when they come to my page, or like when I started this, they were like, you're weird. Why do you post the pictures that you post? I like what I like. Yeah. And when I first started doing my Instagram, I didn't post a lot of me because I didn't want to be another butt on the sink bitch. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be another... It's like, if you found out that I was dancing, you had to, like, see me in the club. I didn't never really... And even when I did post, oh, come see me at the penthouse or wherever I was, it's a quick frontal picture. Like, I wouldn't be, like, twerking and shit like that, all big, wild shit. Like, I'll make funny videos in the dressing room, but I wouldn't be, like, trying to be sexy. Just being myself. Not knocking the bitches that twerk, because I watch your videos. But I'm just not a typical person. Like, I don't like certain shit. Like, I don't like the period shit. I don't listen to the city girls. It's just shit that I don't do and that I don't like. I don't knock nobody else for doing it. I'm not trying to seem like I'm fucking, she's out of this world. She only listens to this and only to that. Nah, it's just, once you sit down with me, you can tell I'm not like a lot of motherfuckers. I don't like certain shit. And you can tell that from when you talk to me and when you go on my social media. Because nowadays, you can pretty much tell a lot about a bitch by her social media. You can tell a lot about a bitch by the way she tweets, especially if she can spell. So it's like, it's factors. Like, now you can also, my hand in my face, you can also make up a character. Some motherfuckers you meet on social media, you see them on social media, like, damn, she's so pretty. Her life is so fucking amazing. To the point where it got other bitches depressed because they seeing you on trips and they seeing you with this bag and head to the floor, Rapunzel type shit. But when you see in person, you bum as shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't have no bed. Or you constantly dealing with motherfuckers you don't want to deal with to have those trips and have those bags and shit like that. So it's all, I don't know. It's all a facade. And having said that, everything I put isn't just me. Like, even with the funny, ugly mustache filter, like, that's me. I don't try to just use the cute filters. Like, I just like being myself. Fuck people.
Nah,
no, all people are awesome. Watch me. No, but like, as far as pet peeves, there's so much shit that I hate. I don't think we get that much time.
Okay. Well then, let's see. What's some things that you love?
Of course, food.
I knew it.
I really enjoy helping other people. Okay. I love making other people feel good about themselves, and that's probably why I managed in retail so long. That's probably why I'm even doing the darkest hour, because I know how not feeling good feels. So to be able to talk to somebody, and when I'm sitting and I'm talking to these amazing fucking people, one, I'm just so fucking fascinated and honored that you taking the time out to talk to me off the strength. You know what I'm saying? Just off of the vision off of this text or this DM that I sent you, and you like, all right, I'm fucking with it. So I'm sitting in awe in front of this soon-to-be mogul or already fucking mogul of the city, or even if they known outside of DC. And I'm just like, so I love people. I'm like a sociable introvert. Like, I love people, but I'd be like, fuck these motherfuckers. Like, I'll go out and then I'd be like, see, bitch, this is why I don't go out. I definitely say that at least once while I'm out. But like, I'm not one of the type of bitches that you invite out and I'm like, I'm ready to go. I'm not one of them. Like, it'd be hard getting me in the car, if anything. But I love people. I love creating stuff. I love being creative. Like, if you throwing a fucking party or you need a theme or you need, like, say if you got a business and you like, I'm trying to do so-and-so. Like, I'm trying to sell ketchup popsicles to ladies in white gloves. I need a catchphrase. I'll be like, bloody tips. You know what I'm saying? Any fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of shit that I like. I love being creative. I love decorating shit and designing shit. Like, I love being able to be expressive. Like, for a long time, I was trying to figure out, what am I good at? What am I good at? What am I good at? Being me. Talking. Now, like, that shit can get you in trouble, but I'm not one of the bitches that go around my mouth neither, so I don't gotta worry about that. But, like, just knowing how to, because I done talk myself out of situations, I done talk myself into situations. Just know how to talk to people. So, like, I love people.
You love people.
Overall, I love people. But it's certain kinds.
Yeah.
It's fucking humans that I can't stand. Because you know how when the people do shit, you be like, well, I'm only human. Or you can't take it to heart because they're human. Those people that I can't stand.
You right about that.
And I'm fucking human. So sometimes I can't stand myself.
Ooh, yes.
So.
Yes. Yes.
Definitely. Alright.
Don't.
Try not to move too much.
Do not touch it.
Like this.
What? Okay. Yeah, what scares you the most? What are some of your fears? I know this is actually not a good thing to focus on.
Yeah.
But it is something that people can relate to.
What scares me? What scares me is I'm scared of thinking about the day like when my mother would leave. Like we don't know what's gonna happen. And sometimes with my health and the way shit has been my life, sometimes I think I'm gonna leave before her. So that's why I wanted to have something to leave. Like, I want people to know my name. Like for all of my fuckers that I done cussed out in like those drunken episodes or done did shit to people or said shit to people, for all the bitches I done beat up, for all the niggas that I carried, I just want to leave something of me that make you be like, that bitch ain't all that bad. You know what I mean? Like, I want to leave a mark. I want to show people that you can get out of that dark place. You can get out of a fucking rut. Like, just because you're depressed or you're down don't mean that there's not light or a better day coming, or it's not possibilities if you create them. So that's one of the things that fit me. Like, not being able to leave something behind. Like, not being able to take care of my mother. Like, I don't want my mother. Like, my mother loves what she does, but I don't want her working forever. And it seems as though, like, with this, you know, my brother's situation and my sister living her life, it seems as though, like, I'm not, like, the only one here, like, holding shit down and, like, being with her. Like, not, like, I don't see her every day, but, like, you know what I'm saying? I see her more than the other two. So it's like, I want to make her proud. And I know she's proud of me now, especially being able to even sit here right now like this. But I just want to really, like, make her proud. And just, I don't want to just leave when I go. You know what I mean? I really don't. And so that scares me. And that being successful. And when I say successful, not having a lot of money, because money will make you crazy. I don't want to be happy every day because I'm not a fucking talk show host. You know, like a game show host. Who the fuck is happy every day? I'm not Doug Funny. I just want to be at peace. I want to be with my love. I want to raise my children. And I want to leave some type of footprint. You know, so those are the things that scare me. Because people don't surprise me no more. And nothing really scares me no more. I done died like 3-4 times out of my life. I done had my heart broken to the point where I thought I'd never love nobody again. So if I can get over that, shit, I'll be straight.
So do you have kids and a husband?
I don't. Yeah and no. I don't have, like, I didn't squeeze them out. But that's my Chip and Dale. I have 2 boys. Far as a husband, yes, that's my husband, but we're not married, not yet.
Not government.
Not common law neither. I only had him in my basement for about 2 years. When we get married, we're gonna let everybody in the basement so we can have a, you know, good reception. No, but we've been together for 2 years now, and I'm like, you know how like sometimes you get tired of a motherfucker, or like you just be like, when is motherfucker going home? One, we live together. Two, I never get tired of him. Like, I'm so in love with him, and like it's to the point where I tell him every other day or like every other text, and I be like, am I telling you that I love you too much? Because I do. Like, I love you so fucking much, and I be so excited to see him when I get home. Like, and all we're gonna do is the same shit, but I love him, and it's like, I believe when I met him, I believed in the whole 3 love thing. That you fall in love with you fall in love, real love, 3 times your whole life. The first time you in love, you young, you don't know what to do with it, you fucking ruin it, you destroy it, it destroys you. You too young for it, so you don't know what you had, and you just like fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? And it's a learning process for the next. The second time, you try to do everything right, you try to be in love, but the timing ain't right, and you end up loving your fucking self. That person carry you too. It's not right because you're coming from that first. You're so busy trying to fix and be what you didn't do in the first that you keep thinking about the first. You making the same mistakes. When this person make mistakes or something that they say don't fit right with you, you question it because the last person did that. And like, you always in your head, you always evaluating and picking shit apart. And then the trust because of that. So it's like that second time, it's like you end up loving yourself, and you be so fucking vulnerable and so fucking open and so like, why don't you love me? Why don't you love me? That the person don't love you. Like, you end up just loving yourself and learning how to love yourself in that process because you get so fucking carried so hard. Like that shit, the first one hurt like shit because you be like, damn, I never thought I'd know nothing else. But that second one, you be like, damn. Touche.
Yeah.
Touche.
Yep.
You carried the shit out of me. and the third time, you be focusing on yourself. All the shit from the first 2 sons of bitches, you focus on yourself. You eating better. Your shit glowing. Your ass starting to come in. You know what I'm saying? You working out. You going out. You're not worried about looking for nobody. And that's when that shit come to you. That's when that third love find you, and you be like, I was focused on doing what I was doing. Where the fuck you come from? Why I keep thinking about this nigga? You know what I mean? So that's that third love, and you don't question it. You don't put your wall up. You just let it flow, and you let it be what it is. If the moment that shit don't feel right, you know how it feels when it's not right from the last 2 situations. So being willing to know when to throw your white flags and when to notice the red ones with that shit. So the motherfucker that I'm with now, it's like fucking summertime, like all the time. Like, he's like the perfect, like, you know how like when like you a kid and like you go outside for like you go outside a day in the summer and like it's just fucking fun. Like, you have so much fun that day that you don't even want to get in the tub to wash off all the fucking fun that you had. Like, that's him. Like, he is such like an 80s rock love song. Like, I love him.
If he could be an 80s rock love song, which one would it be?
Take me home tonight. Oh, Eddie Thomas. He would so be an Eddie Thomas song. I love him. My face hurts.
Yeah, I see it. Blushing. Alright. Now, you said something that was like important in that second relationship where it carries you, where it's like touche. And after that relationship, that's where we go into that self-love mode. Mm-hmm. So what would you say would be some self-care, self-love techniques that you like to focus on?
Man, just slow the fuck down. Really slow down. And I learned that from a real good friend of mine. She just always tell me, like, one time she was dealing with a situation and she said, take time take time, remove yourself from the situation, take time to think about it from that person's point of view, and just be honest about the shit. If a motherfucker step on your shoe and those your new shoes, don't punch him in the face. Maybe go to the bathroom, wash your hands, come back, and let him know, this is what you did. You stepped on my shoe. This is how it made me feel when you stepped on my shoe. Now, how can we come to some common ground so it don't happen again? And with those steps and relationships and friendships, because that's how most shit get ruined, communication. Sometimes a motherfucker be so quick to listen to respond as opposed to just listening to feel what you saying. Like, sometimes people are so fucking on their own dick and in their own head so much that they can't say fucking sorry. And that's one of the things that, like, in this new relationship, sometimes even if I still don't agree with him, I don't mind saying I'm sorry. Or when I say I'm going to go ahead and go somewhere, like, I don't mind doubling back and not going or canceling my plans, because, like, maybe I'm a hopeless romantic, but, like, you know, like in those movies when, like, the bitch be like, she leaving and he grab her and kiss her, or she leaving for the plane and he be in the terminal. Like, that kiss, that meeting me halfway, that stopping me, that calling that bomb threat to that movie, you know what I mean? That shit changes things. That 1 second changes things, because that 1 second that I turned around and I met you, or I responded to when we didn't know each other's names or whatever, that changed my life. So maybe that one argument or that one walkout or that one, you know, agree to disagree, what makes you think that that shit can't change that neither? So basically, just always try to slow down, think. I know I haven't always done it. Sometimes I would just, yeah. When I say I would fucking spaz, like, put it this way. I went to a picnic recently with some of my girlfriends, and it was some of the girls I used to dance with and shit like that. Some of my motherfucking, like, I call us the lineup. A couple of girls that, like, I run with, and, like, we still see each other here and there. You know, everybody got their shit going on. And they had a picnic. And when they have the picnic, the owner of the club that he used to dance at, he comes, him and his wife. And, you know, this the old boss man or whatever like that. So, you know, hey, how you doing, whatever, and shit like that. I know I used to be a motherfucking monster in there. But having said that, this motherfucker took it upon himself to be like, yeah, Suka, you was always a real good dancer. Your parties always made money. But it's just when you drink, when you used to drink, you used to get crazy. You used to get wild. And the shit fucked me up. The shit made me want to fuck him and his wife up. Honestly, but if I fuck both of them up and push them in this water, you know, in Rock Creek Park, one, I'm going to jail. Two, that's going to do everything that proves to them. That's going to be like, see, that's what the fuck we talking about right then and there. But it's like, how dare you pass judgment on me? You seen me those few nights, those few times in that club when that shit did happen. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what the fuck I went through that day. You know what type of doctor's appointments I had. And I'm not saying that's justifying my actions or my behavior. But at the same time, you can't come to a motherfucker and be like, you write good music, you sing good, I love all your beats, you get it done fast, all your videos are good, but you be a little too loud. You know what I'm saying? You can't come and say all these good graces about somebody and then be like, but this. You know what I'm saying? Rather say that, or say the good things, or don't say shit. Like, you can't do people like that. And that right there, like, already, I know me. You know what I'm saying? I get up with me every day, but that shit, when he did that shit and said that shit, I was like, it made me be like, damn. I did used to be tripping back then. I mean, it's like, I know that, but for a motherfucker to do that and say that like that, like, that's all you know me as? Nah, that's not all that the city knows me as. That's not all that people in these streets know me as. You know what I'm saying? So that shit that like fucked me up, and it made me think, damn, say if it was a whole bunch of other bitches here, because I know how motherfuckers run their mouth when people not present. Say if it was 10 bitches right here that all used to dance at the penthouse. And somebody be like, hey, y'all remember Suka? The fuck you gonna say that? The fuck you gonna say, oh, yeah, I remember her. She used to fight all the time. She used to be a drunk. She used to be this, that, and the third. Nah, you don't do no shit like that. Because a lot of shit that people can say about you. And you don't want nobody to do that to you. So, like, that's how I know I love myself. And that's how I know I'm changing. Because It would have been 2 bitches in the sea if that was me 6 years ago. So
2 bitches in the sea.
So love yourself.
Yes. That's number one. Important.
Fuck that. That shit blew the shit out of me that day. I can't make this shit up. I was like, hold on now. Fuck.
Now you have mentioned that you dance. Now for the other people, you gotta kind of tell us, when did you first start?
When I first started dancing, I was 17.
Wow.
I was 17 and I started dancing as a dare.
A what?
A dare. I'm ghetto. DARE. Like truth or dare.
Oh, okay. Oh
sorry.
No, that's
but basically, the bitch was coming home with her money. A friend, this girl that I used to be friends with, her brother's girlfriend would come home from the club like counting her money and shit. Like she was really like making a lot of money. I've been around strip clubs growing up. My mother used to dance back in the day, so I done been around it. I done seen real money. I done seen shit that a child not supposed to see. You know what I'm saying? I know the business. So for you to come in here and try to stunt on us, we in high school and shit. You come in here counting your money, bitch done slept all day. We gonna smoke her weed type shit. We just got out of school in our uniform type shit. She was like, basically just talking about it. And I was like, well, I know all about this. I know all about that. And you know how like you tell a motherfucker some shit and they looking at you like you lying, but you know that this motherfucker know you talking some real shit, so they know that you not. Basically, the bitch was like, if I get you an outfit, will you go to the club? I was like, yeah. You give me an outfit, you give me some shoes, I go with you to the club. So we went to Giovannis. It used to be in Marlow Heights over there by Iverson Mall. This dance outfit place called Giovanni's. Giovanni is the owner.
Okay.
I went in there with her. She knew him because she was buying her shit from him.
Oh, so it's a store for lingerie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
for dance outfits.
Okay.
So, mind you, I ain't never danced, but I knew what shit was bamified. Like, I know how to dress, so I knew what shit I wasn't going to wear and would wear. Okay. So we go in there, she telling him, yeah, this is my friend. She about to start dancing or whatever. So he was like, you never danced before in your life? I was like, no.
Okay, so the phone died. We back on it. So finish telling me about Giovanni's. Is it still up? Can people still go there?
I don't know if Giovanni's is still open or not, but it was in Marlow Heights. And basically he was like, have you ever danced before? And he was like, if you give me a lap dance, then you can get your stuff for free.
Oh.
So I gave my first lap dance. And I got my 2 outfits and I got my shoes. The first time I danced was at Irvin's. I used this other girl's ID. She looked nothing like me. I used her ID, and I ended up going to the club with the broad who was like, she dared me. She bet I won't go. In the club, I danced to a Millie. The first song I ever danced to was a Millie by Lil Wayne. I wore a trench coat. I had on a fedora and like did the whole big set thing because like striptease, watching that growing up, watching my mother and her friends, like when my mom did dance back in the day, like getting ready for her set, like my mom would try to sneak in on like perform and rehearse and shit, certain shit when we were outside. And like sometimes I would watch her like when we would sleep and I would watch her and see her and I'd be like, fuck. Like, oh my God. So for me to finally get on stage and feel that rush, that thrill, I was like, I see why bitches do this. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? And then the money, and then all the awe and the looks. Once you get comfortable, once you get in your zone and you find your rhythm of dancing, a motherfucker can't stop you, man. Especially when your song on or even when you going through shit. Sometimes when I would be thinking about shit, that's when I would dance the fucking best. That's when I would dance the best. And long story short with that bitch, she ended up fucking going go tell because I made money and because I wasn't shy, I wasn't scared or whatever. So she went and told and was like, so all of a sudden the fucking security guard comes to me and was like, can I see your ID? I was like, you already did, I'm in here. I had to show him again and the nigga was like, this next year you gotta go home. So time progressed, I ended up going back. And then I would dance every now and then on and off. Like I always had a full-time job, always had a career job. I've been doing law enforcement going on 11 years now. I done did housing, I done did residential, I done did bullshit CVS. Right now, where I'm at in my career, far as where my credentials lie, I'm satisfied, but it's a lot of fine print with it. So that's why I come here to vent. But that was pretty much my first time. And to a female that's out there thinking about dancing, know what you're doing it for. Don't get caught up in the rap shit. Don't get caught up in the keeping up with bitches who you seeing there who getting money. Don't try to fuck with the clown ass niggas in there. Like, if you're gonna get into this shit, get into it for what you got into it for, and focus on that. Keep riding on that. Like, don't get in it and get on no drugs. Don't get in it and stop modifying your body to look like them bitches who really don't feel good about themselves when they get home, for real, for real. Like, just do you, man. Do you. Find a fucking awesome name. Do not let nobody name you. Find your own name. Find your own niche. Find your own rhythm. And do you.
Oh, yeah. Wow. So we going from your past, and now let's take to the future. So where do you see you taking this show? Like, what are long-term goals and plans for yourself?
In a perfect world, shit, I would like it where as though I would be traveling to different people and interviewing them. I'll be traveling to your bookstore, to your restaurant, to your tattoo parlor, and interviewing you. I could still be setting up, if 10 years from now, I'm still setting up this fucking 6x6, but I'm taking it all around the world and I'm getting paid, man, I can't ask for nothing else. And I can take my family with me, and I could just be happy, and my mother don't gotta work. That'd be enough for me. And to have my health under control. That's in a perfect world. But in reality, I would say just to be cool, man. Just to be happy. I don't want to be happy as shit. I don't want to be happy as fuck. I just want to be happy. Right now, where I'm at in love, I'm content. Not so much as career. Not so much as friends. Not so much as this. I'm not where I want to be. But I'm progressing, and every time I get better, every time the angle is better, every time the light is better, the sound is better, I'm perfecting every time. But I never want to be perfect. That's not my plan. I don't want to be perfect. I don't want people to watch this and feel sorry for me. I don't want people to watch this and
be jealous.
Yeah, or envious, or just stop talking shit. Yeah. Because I already know what's coming.
Yeah.
I know it's coming because I see my potential. I know that I'm gonna be somebody.
Yeah.
And all this shit that I go through, and all this shit that I've been through, all the shit that I experienced, all the shit I done cried about, all the shit I done got drunk to, all the motherfuckers who I thought was my friend who try to fake tell me some shit or try to fake tell me about myself. This is for all of y'all. Like, this is for all of y'all, and it's for me more than anybody. It's for me. So if I could leave, I always do words to inspire when I do my show, and I always think about how I'm gonna close out. Because it's me, I would say just subscribe, and keep watching me. And the shit that you don't like, write it at the bottom. The shit that you do like, write it at the bottom. If you got a fucking idea or a plan, or if you just wanna express yourself in any way, shape, or form, just do that shit. Don't wait on nobody. Don't tell you tell your plan to somebody, even if it's your best, if that's your right hand man, if that's your fucking sister, if that's your brother, and they seem a little bit of, they don't believe you or they make a face, that's when you do that shit. The moment that you feel the scariest and you feel like you can't jump, fucking jump, man. Because you're the only person standing in your way. And all it takes is for you to sit down with yourself and figure out what you need, not what you want. That's all I'm worried about right now. I'm worried about what I need. So, Stay tuned.